We're here now, and nothing's wrong.
Ever.
Ever.
Nothing has ever been wrong.
Nothing
Never.
went awry.
Nothing went awry. That's how the world of Gateway
Exactly.
came to be. No
Nothing-
problems were ever had.
Nothing bad
nothing's-
happened. St. Louis always looked like this.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
was always there.
Nothing's ever been awry. Nothing bad. Nothing bad's ever happened. Yeah, nothing bad's ever happened. It's totally not the reason I haven't strained for like 3 days. Fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine, Sarah.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Been a bit.
It has been a bit. Yeah. Welcome back to Gateway. We're back at it. My goodness gracious, Six Alive. How's everybody doing? Episode
Absolutely.
48. We are officially past the point where Prince Division ended.
Wow.
We are now officially the longest running Saturday show on the Unexpectables, twitch.tv/the
Connor,
Unexpectables.
how can you hurt Prince Division like that?
Easily.
Listen, maybe
Take
if
that,
it were stronger.
Just mental
Exactly.
Images of Tanis crying in the corner.
I'm sad.
Oh,
his
no.
daughter's just
And
handing him little tissues.
Yeah. He's just no emotions, just a single tear. I'm sad. And
I miss
I am
Tanis.
dad. And I am
Sad
Tanis.
of dad.
Dad of sad.
How are you guys?
Yeah, how are you guys?
Oh, you know me, not the bad at all.
I meant the audience, but you guys too.
Oh!
Love you.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I hope you're ready
I'm
for
really
another
excited.
exciting episode. But before we get into it, we got to go around the whole introduce ourselves. Starting with Caitlin. Where can they find you and what are you up to?
Hi. Hey. Hello. My name is Caitlin Elizabeth, and you can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. I am here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Boobs McBalrog with zeros instead of O's. I'll be streaming more Power Wash Simulator soon. I'm staring down the barrel of some deadlines, so I've gotta handle that first. But that's all from me right now.
Right on. Next we got Hey Mr. Rabbit. Where can they find you and what are you up to?
Hi, hey, hello, what's up? I'm Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit, where I go ahead and I post my VODs. I post nice pictures I've taken because I do photography as a hobby. And I stream RPGs and horror games. We've been playing all kinds. We've dipped into Itch.io games, Sarah and I. We played Rabbit Hill on Thursday. And it was so
From the top rope!
funny. From the top
People's
row,
elbow!
I cannot believe how janky that monster looked. It was so great.
It was nice though. It was real good.
It
for
was
a freebie.
refreshing. It really felt like the old assy point click adventure games.
Yeah, it was
but that's
fun.
that's where you can find me. Twitch TV twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit. You can also find me on YouTube and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I've been dealing with a lot of hardware issues because at the start of the year I took my computer in for software issues, and the issues have come back in spades, and it wasn't software issues. Luckily, any software issue that could have happened has been fixed, so thank Geek Squad for that. But it's all going to shit, kids. So I've been looking at fixing up my ride, and that's where I am. That's where I am right now.
Right on.
Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Fixing stream soon? You decide.
Yeah. Do-do-do.
Do-do-do.
Up next, we've got Laney Pator. Where can they find you, and what are you up to?
What's up, everybody? I know I've been off for a little bit, but you can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator, where tomorrow I'll finally be starting up the Dead Space remake. Now that I have recovered mostly from my illness, I still don't have a sense of taste or smell, but whatever. I have recovered from surgery, and now I will fight necromorphs. It'll be a fun time for all to be had
With your
tomorrow. With my hand and my cannons and all of that fun stuff.
Oh,
And don't forget to stomp them.
pro tip, Lonnie.
I will absolutely stomp.
A little
Yes.
pro tip I've just learned. Try using your stasis blast on an enemy 3 times in a row and see what happens. That's all I'm
Stasis
gonna
3
say.
times. Interesting.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm excited. The original Dead Space is one of my favorite survival horror games. So I hear that this game was done justice. I look forward to starting it up. Probably will start it up tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central Time. Tune in, twitch.tv/LannyPator. And on Monday, The Ties That Bind will be back. There's,
Hot damn.
There's some trouble a-brewing.
Oh,
Trouble
shit.
is a-brewing. It's time to deal with that trouble that is a-brewing. You know, that like the old adage goes. No woman, no cry. Anyway, that's me.
We've got Sarah. Where can they find you, and what are you up to?
I'm on Twitter and YouTube at Sarah with an HM with an E. Well, yeah, not much I do as a do. We'll be back next Friday with more of the C4, which is the D&D campaign I'm doing at the moment with Burnout Von, Miss Tweetums, Blue Kazenate. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And with our DM, JC Doodles. Did I get everybody in there? Yes, I think I did. And streaming with Rabbit on Thursdays. We had a blast last time. It was great.
The Perceiving Pals.
Yes. If all goes well and Rabbit still wants it, we might have special guests next Thursday.
All I do.
Shit.
Special guest person.
This is if that person does not get work at the last minute. That does happen, but you
It's
know,
true.
fingers
It's true.
crossed. We do this Saturdays, and I don't know how you feeling about tomorrow, Rabbit.
I feel good.
Okay.
No.
Oh yes, shilling.
Fuck you both.
And on Netflix. Damn it. Yeah, I gotta finish shilling. We're running late. On Netflix, Make My Day has just come out. It's sort of a CG anime sci-fi horror thing, and I voice Sarah with an H actually. It's interesting. That's out. Yeah.
How convenient.
Buh.
That's me.
How
Yeah.
about you, Connor?
Yeah, how
Well,
about
they
you,
can-
buddy?
They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Played some Judgment earlier today with Bosco. It was a lot of fun. Yes. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be getting back into some more Deus Ex, where we got yelled at. They said you didn't kill that guy fast enough.
Gosh.
You didn't assassinate the government spy fast enough. So you gotta go to Hong Kong now. We're like, okay. But yes.
What a shame.
What a shame. I haven't gotten to that part yet. Maybe
I
next.
don't like your
Maybe next
tone.
episode.
You didn't get to the meme conversation.
We well, there's a ton of meme conversations in Deus Ex at this point.
That's true.
Yep, gun. That's the gamer's choice.
Uh,
Yes, that's happening. And I suppose I'm gonna resume working on my on my subclasses now that things aren't exploding. Exactly.
That sounds like the way.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for those. But I suppose that is all I have. This episode of Gateway is brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
That's right.
Hot damn.
Die Hard Dice is your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order.
.com.
.com. Well, and we've got some business shows to read off before we get into tonight's festivities. Just gotta pull them up here on the dashboard. All right, maybe none of them are appearing on the dashboard. Thanks, Streamlabs. Gotta love it.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking through Newegg real fast.
Drago Soon, thank you for the 40 bits. Let's rad up to the enemy. Zenlina, thank you for the 100 bits. From the depths of the void, I summon Dave. Ugh. I exist.
Dave, he's there.
Dave,
The weirdest sensation.
Dave
Just-
screams into being.
Jester Uzumaki, thank you for the 95 bits. Upon learning they chose the name Kara, my first thought was, haha, Kara goes vroom vroom.
Haha.
My name, well, we're in a car. Wait a minute.
There's something there.
That's genius.
Holy shit.
I am so smart.
Protoss 103, thank you for the 50 bits. Look, Apex is back and he brought Dave. Glad to see you're better, Laney.
Glad to be better.
Yeah,
Smurf
glad to
Buster
see you're doing
Jack,
better.
thank you for the 20 months. Fresh Thawed Neanderthal, thank you for the 200 bits. I lost my sense of taste and smell. I thought I finally got the virus. It turns out my streak is intact. It's just a serious bacterial infection. Yay!
Fun.
Hooray!
Well, I hope you recover from that soon.
Dude,
Cane time.
Losing taste and smell sucks. Everything
Yeah.
tastes like cardboard right now. I hate it.
Yeah.
What if you
Oh,
just
I-
ate cardboard then to save yourself the trouble?
I was
was-
thinking about that, but it just doesn't have the nutrients.
I was in
True.
Canada and I got COVID. And we got some Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh,
I got
no.
I got a double and it just tasted like hot.
No.
I just,
No.
I just hear you can't eat, you can't taste anything, and I just think of like Carl from Ogden going, "You can't eat carpet, silly daddy. You gotta boil it first."
You gotta boil it first. Yes. Kuro Okami, thank you for the 28 months. 1,000 Years Gateway, 6 seasons, and a movie.
Whoop whoop.
Adrius Gaming, thank you for the 100 bits. Protoss 103, thank you for the 50 bits. When Dave merchandise, I'll have to convince Monty.
Oh my god.
And
Monty.
Fresh Thawed
Monty.
Neanderthal, thank you for the 100 bits. It's astounding how the bombs actually managed to rebuild East St. Louis when they
Oh
detonated.
wow. Wow.
Woo!
All the rubble
I'm
fell in the
leaving
exact
that
shape
one
of buildings.
alone.
Wow. That's rough.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like you hear a boom, and there was like, oh no, and like the bricks start going back into the buildings, and everyone's like, hey,
What?
Oh well.
Hey!
Actually, that's
oh look at that, and then they get a.
Oh no.
Anyway,
The infrastructure.
the infrastructure's
that.
back, but at what cost?
civilization. All
Can
right.
I retroactively shill?
Oh, sure.
Um,
We're only 22 minutes late.
And I
Yeah.
retroactively
well, only because there's something that's time sensitive.
Okay.
So there's a mobile game called Demo, and a movie was made based on the story that is in that mobile game, which is very sweet. So Demo, the Memorial Keys, is going to be in theaters, and I wrote the ADR scripts for that.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
So it's gonna be in theaters this week. I think through like mid-February, and this is like the first thing that I've written that's gonna be in theaters. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that
And I
is super cool.
completely
Shit.
forgot that's this week. So
But you
I was like,
remembered.
yes, I remembered.
Just
Also, the new Cutie Honey is getting a dub, and I wrote the ADR scripts for that as well.
Nice.
Well, hot damn.
Okay, now I'm
What?
done.
Okay.
Go see Demo,
Yeah.
please.
Where did I... I'm actually using my Stream Deck for once. All right, here we go. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode of Gateway, shall we?
Yes. Okay. Bye bye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye
now.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
I'm putting on my voice.
Woohoo! Scoop cat.
Shit.
It doesn't matter, they can't see it.
That's true.
Until he rolls.
Should I do a scoop cat run today?
That's the
Oh,
Christmas
do it.
picture. Hang on.
Do it. Uh oh.
There we go.
Yeah, that's Chris's one.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
everyone.
It's February.
Merry Crisis.
Hey, Chrysler.
When last we left the runaways, Apex the Wildman, Alvin the Mechanic, Louise the Scavenger, and Cynthia the Nurse, they had just acquired all the necessary materials needed to repair and refurbish the boat, hanging just beneath the Lewis and Clark Museum. After a night of rest, the group decides to see if they could requisition some supplies from the mayor's office. However, Alvin and Louise decided to blow off some steam by sparring in the street, attracting the attention of the town protector known as Iris, who politely asked them to take it somewhere else. Cynthia, ever curious, decided to try and sneak a peek inside of her bag as she was throwing away a gift from Apex, catching a glimpse of something shiny inside, before Iris turned to hide her property from prying eyes. After saying their goodbyes, they picked up supplies they needed from the mayor's office, where Dave and Cynthia's other half had a heart-to-heart. She decided that she would like to be called Kara and look forward to spending more time with Dave. The gang helps the sweet old museum proprietor repair his boat, and Alvin and Louise shared a tender moment together on the water. With a new method of traversing the waste at their disposal, what awaits them on this new day? Find out on tonight's episode of Gateway. And so, with the day pretty much done, the sun set over the horizon as you were back on the water, the old man would pull back into the Lewis and Clark Museum and thank you for your help profusely. He does not have any caps to spare for this endeavor, but he says if you ever want to take the boat out, you are more than welcome to. And with that, you all would likely head in for the night. And unless anybody had anything else, a new day dawns over the St. Louis Wasteland.
So it's like a car for water.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just imagine that the river's a road, but the boat can only travel on that. Man, at this rate, I'm pleased as punch. Fair if you. I mean, we got boats running again. We have a car that's working again. We're just kind of bringing what St. Louis used to be, just one step at a time, honestly.
Is it above game? Is it in the morning or what's going on?
Yeah, it would be, the sun would be rising at this point.
Why do you guys get up at sunrise? Jesus Christ.
Everything
Yeah.
gets up at sunrise except the nocturnal things.
I guess it's a bit of an internal clock.
Actually, no, yeah, you'll hear the door upstairs open and just look up to see Louise glaring down at you both. It's like, the sun just got up.
Yeah, and us with it.
Actually,
Coffee me!
we were around the sun.
Apex, sometimes we gotta go against our better natures. It's better for the body. But that, I mean, I just like to sleep in sometimes anyway. Ugh! She's gonna go and fiddle with the coffee machine that now works.
And you brew yourself a cup of bean juice.
Beans.
Cup of beans.
We're still at the museum?
Yes.
And
Wait,
the old
I thought
man...
we were back at Riverside.
You are back at well. I imagine you guys
Clarification.
I imagine you guys would head back home at night.
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not... I mean, it was like a, 3-minute drive or something?
Yeah,
is
it's not
true.
far at all.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Then we are in Riverside. So Louise can go get her... Thank you! That's what I was looking at. I was like, wait, are we in the museum? Or are we... Our arrow says for elsewhere. Help.
You just gotta go ahead and tap the glass a little bit to go ahead and have the
Don't
needle
make me
reset
tap
there.
the sign.
Sink! Sink!
We don't have to do anything anymore.
Hmm.
Hi, Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Hi,
Hi,
Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Ah.
Oh my god. Oh.
So what were you saying then?
Ah, yeah. So what were you saying?
All right, so we're at Riverside.
Yes.
So
You
yeah,
are in
what were you
fact at
saying,
Riverside.
We should get an icon on our map to let us know where our boat is.
Oh.
Caitlin? Ooh.
I wonder if I can.
Just for
If
the
I can-
future, just like in case we park it somewhere and then walk
Yeah.
away.
I've got a big list of icons here. I could probably throw in there at some point.
point.
You have a little boat icon?
I will certainly see if I can find one.
I will accept a little capital B
Boat.
for boat.
B is for boot.
All right. Well, what would you all like to do for the day? Yo.
Yeah.
What is on our priorities list of things we need to care about at this moment? We have the super mutants that are doing a thing. We have
That's the thing we're quote unquote obligated to do.
Right. But we also have the like behemoth fella
I mean,
traipsing around somewhere.
we're basically doing a bunch of stuff before we go to the super mutant stuff. So it's sort of like side quest arama. Like, what do we want to go visit that we can still visit?
So maybe a morning coffee roundtable discussion of where are we heading next? What do we need to think about and in what order?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we can go ahead and do something like that.
All of you sit at the round table with your various beverages. Apex with his
Puppuccino.
puppuccino.
Cynthia sits, hands folded in lap.
Yep.
No liquids in
Louise
sight.
will take her seat with her face buried in her cup.
All right. So, what's on the docket for today?
I don't know about the day, but we still have the people in Westport that need liberation.
Oh, that's right. Toby's still in prison, isn't he?
Yep.
All right, so current matters to be wary of. Westport, Toby.
Do we still want to take a gander at the University of Maryland?
That was also on the list. We haven't heard a whole lot from Point Man, have we?
Nah, he hasn't checked in yet. Plus,
Not a whole lot what people been saying.
do we want to try and figure out if we can get word to Big O? See how he's doing?
Might not be a bad idea.
We've already passed a few messengers his way.
That's true.
And we can, and to that same degree, that pure steel that that boss man and Dave were talking about for that power armor, that T-51, we can find that at the Alpha Steel past Earth City.
Oh shit! Like Louise slaps her hand on the table. Fuck yeah! If we gotta go against super mutants, it'd be good if we can get that suit up and running.
That would be
That
pretty
would be-
helpful.
That would be a solid thing in our corner.
All right. So, steel for the power armor is probably up next. Because any fight we face after that's going to be a lot easier with power armor. And
You poorly see Alvin containing his excitement. He's just like a little.
We'll need a power source for it too.
That's right. We'll need a fusion core, I think.
don't we have one of those?
For the car.
I think we put it in the car, so I suppose we could switch it out if necessary. But you know,
I could have sworn. Let me check something real quick.
yeah, above game. Let me double check my inventory.
Yeah, let me check my things too.
Because I'm pretty sure I did have a fusion core, but I'm pretty sure that's the one in the car.
Foolishly that we
I
had
have two microfusion cells.
Those are different.
No, I guess not. I'm thinking
do-
back of when Mr. Dalliard was hanging on to the fusion core for the car.
Way back, I did get a depleted fusion cell from the hospital. The thing that powered the power grid. It was already empty, which was weird.
How would we recharge something like that?
A nuclear reactor.
We'd need nuclear power to go ahead and fill it back up. Now, how they charged it, I'm not exactly sure. A little vague on those with the manuals and whatnot I've been reading. They'd always just say, go get yourself a fusion core. They'd always talk about how they were just pre-filled, basically.
Huh.
Actually, don't they last forever, basically? I mean...
Long time, anyway.
Yeah, it goes down after a while. I mean, the one in the
true.
car, I think, only was at about 75% capacity anyway.
So that is something we'll need to hunt for.
Do you... Actually, Cynthia, do you remember how they used to charge them? Was there like a charging station or something people would go to?
No.
God?
Oh, God? Do I recall?
We
Howdy.
ask her a question about the good old days, and then just Cynthia just looks up and goes, God!
God,
God!
help! God?
Did you call him Connor? What?
That's what I heard God was called.
My head is inflating.
I was gonna say, watch yourself on the ego inflation.
They're fighting in Anchorage. Somebody picks up their Gatling laser. They're like, Connor, protect me, and just kick open the door.
I come down from on high and I answer your question. The answer is I don't think that you guys would have the capability of recharging one. Like you said, you would need some sort of nuclear power plant.
Which we don't have handy.
Yes.
I used to have one, but I left it at home.
Yeah, that's
I
thought that's what happened.
Pocket.
I left my nuclear plant in my other fanny pack.
Darn it. Okay. So
We'd be
what-
better off just looking for a new one.
Yeah. Where would we come across something like that though? Where would a place keep a fusion core?
Let's
Someplace
see.
with machinery, I'd assume. I mean,
If-
we found
if
that
I-
one in the hospital, right?
That's
Found
right.
that one in a car, I thought.
There was that what that had that protectron Where was that?
There's a couple
Zoo, you
places.
mean?
Car
The
museum.
not the zoo, the car museum. That's right.
There's a couple of places I can think of what might be able to have them. Like I
What
said, I
about
got this one out of a power grid. So nuclear power powered everything way back in the day. So it'd be as easy as maybe there were home units that went ahead and had them. Maybe there was bigger places would have probably the bigger cores that we would need to go ahead and rile up a suit of power armor. So some kind of public place where people would congregate all the time, maybe.
What about
Places
the
where
science center?
that's what I was about to say.
You got me. I
Place
was like,
it-
what about? I'm sorry, I kept talking
Ma-
over you.
Maybe that's actually a really good point. Actually, places with really sophisticated machinery would probably go ahead and have those. Maybe
All
the
right.
sophisticated machinery itself would go ahead and power on some of those.
And hopefully,
Right.
whatever we ran from the get go away from near the science center is no longer there. So
So, steel for the power armor, finding
Right.
a fusion core, Westport as a whole with Toby involved. Point man, but I don't know when or where we're gonna hear from him. What else are we forgetting that we need to be mindful of? I mean, the behemoth, but what are we gonna do about that?
They're the other members of the family that we need to take care of.
Mhm.
like, well, Apex. Well, I mean, beyond certain members, but I feel like they're going to stick around in this area, so we'll get to them, and eventually, as long as we, come back from the super mutants. She's just this little weird laugh, sort of pauses and sips, really like a very serious sip of her coffee for a moment.
Hmm.
I do have one personal request in terms of that, actually.
What was that?
Yes.
Do you mind if we maybe go and visit my vault so I can tell my sister we're heading out to this? I normally wouldn't. I normally just radio or her. I just use the radio or something normally, but we're going pretty far, and super mutants. Man, she's not gonna be pleased to hear that, but I can't lie to her, so
Cynthia's eyes dart very quickly like a ping pong ball back and forth between Louise and Alvin, and she just looks at her hands and sort of, rings her hands a little. You sure that's a good idea?
What do you mean? I mean, what's the better option for me to go when she finds out later than I went and fought super mutants without checking in with her?
No, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I should probably check in with my parents too.
Wait, what?
My parents.
You never really. I don't know if you mentioned Apex. Where exactly are they located?
Connor, it would be to the west of here, right?
Yeah, it would be to, let me see where I had your folks set up.
Like, I'm guessing south and west, not in the fall.
Right. They wouldn't be...
They live directly in the middle of the fallout.
Yeah. Where we find out that Apex's parents were super mutants. Tee.
Oh
Welcome
my
to our
God.
home, my baby boy.
Kirk's over in the corner having his own coffee. Hello again.
Hello, hi, Mom.
That Kirk's your mom?
It's like, wait, what?
I love you, son. Come, embrace your pet, and just throws the cow at you.
Wow.
Right. Yes, I just looked it up. Your parents are located pretty much directly south of St. Louis. You're sort of split off from the river. You come from a place called Farmington.
Is that a place he can show me on my Pip-Boy?
Or am I in DLC territory?
It is much too far south.
I'm in DLC territory.
It's in the darkness, in the void. pay $19.99 and you can unlock it.
Mm-hmm. Pay
When the
$6.99 to unlock the final episode of Gateway.
Oh
Chat,
my
donate bits to unlock where Apex,
Oh,
the
God.
secret DLC where we get to go meet Apex's parent.
We're
Wow.
I'm in
Only
the
by only by the blessings of Todd will the campaign.
I'm in the uncharted segments of Missouri, Alabama,
Gulp, deep Missouri.
or Arkansas. I guess would be the south one.
Well, I guess this would be deep Missouri now, and then deep Missouri became Gulp, deeper Missouri.
Oh my god.
Is that what the fall is? Please, let's just call it the fall.
Oh,
Gulp,
God.
deep Missouri.
I mean, it's much deeper than it was
Ah.
due to craters and stuff.
Wait, that's deepest Missouri.
Oh my god. But yes, you come from a place called Farmington. And as the name probably suggests, where a lot of farming happens.
Oh.
Fair
Huh.
enough.
Thought it'd
There's
be
also
bowlers.
something else that's been bothering me for weeks on end. We haven't had much of a time to take a look at it, but I've been asking, bumping around people and whatnot, if we bump into white razors or what have you. That infrastructure way back with Psycho and whatnot really caused me a little bit of pause, considering that's unlike anything we ever did before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been wanting to, and every time I ask about Jet and whatnot, they just seem to go ahead and either not know or just go ahead and just lash out, and I'm kind of curious about that. But on the other hand, Psycho seemed to know about Jet when I brought it up, and they knew about me too. Keeping on the move, especially at Corvega Blitz, probably made it so that it's real goddamn hard to keep a track on me. But Psycho did say we know who you are, so they know Red Hand's back and away. So
You want to find Jet then?
I just want to find out what the fuck's been going on with that.
I mean, you can stick it on the list, but is she the type to stick in one place?
Us. Well, sans me. And now I guess we used to go ahead and hang up around scrolling through my list. Hold on. Loading.
That's a weird
Loading the
location name.
information.
Is it French? Does France still exist?
We.
Oh, you having fun, Apex?
Awesome.
Because
Always.
you said we, get it? I'm so funny.
It's moving. We used to go ahead and hole up at the Gateway Motorsports Park.
Is that something you can show me on my Pit Boy?
It is.
Oh yeah,
Let
Louise
me.
will sidle over to Alvin and be like, "All right, can you point that out for me?"
Oh, yeah. Let me just go ahead and, if I see here, draft it up here.
Yeah.
Wait
give
for
me
God to go ahead and reveal the darkness.
Yep, I am actually looking on a different map where I have everything mapped out that I did not translate to this one. Because I'm smart.
SMRT.
I know the white races and whatnot are kind of a lower brow end misnomer now. But, well, it's always a bit of a sad story with them.
Well, let's.
Just all that infrastructure was caused me a lot of alarm. But after what we did with the Lively Brewery and whatnot, I'll tell you what, that went ahead and kicked in who's ever in charge now. Real kick in the pants. So that's probably why we haven't been seeing a whole lot of them running around.
So I guess my next question is this a situation we can just walk into, or is this a situation we might want to test your new power armor out on? Basically, I'm asking.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Basically, what I'm asking Alvin is how friendly / or hostile a reception might we get from these guys?
With the right Voltown. No, white razors are normally swing first and ask questions later. Dope up and ask questions later. Wait until it's all just dust in the wind and then If you're sober enough, then ask questions, I suppose. Which is what, like I said, it's just really weird that Laughing Brewery had too much organization for what we normally went ahead and did. I know times change, but that's
Yeah.
a lot of change in a real small amount of years.
Makes you wonder what changed things
It's not
or
like
who might have done it.
All right.
well, there's other people
Here we
besides
go.
me and Jet up on the top. Jet and I were definitely the top dogs, but
As Alvin thinks and makes a mental map in his mind, he points to your Pip-Boy and...
And
Reveal.
woo!
Where is it?
There
I
you
don't
go.
see it.
Motorsports
Where'd
on
it
the
go?
far right.
it's right.
It's
there.
right here!
Oh.
A little bit north of the arch there.
Oh yeah. I guess we didn't get over there. Well, it's not too far from at least a safe base of operations in case things really go shit.
That'd be like just the way of the infrastructure and whatnot just really seemed like they spun around from doing what they normally did, and just a couple years after me, they just decided to go ahead and just go into building and whatnot. We normally are on the move a lot. The motorsports park is normally where we just all hole up between things, resupply, gather, swap stories, what have you.
So we're gonna take care of the power armor first, get the steel, get the fusion core. Eventually we'll probably stop by the motorsports park, but we wanted to stop by the University of Maryland. Something was there,
Mhm.
wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
What
that's
was there?
above game. That's the connection to Dave's and the underground.
And that would be way up in the northeast, wouldn't it?
Oh no, it's right there in
No, it's
the
in the
middle,
middle.
below
that's
the Lambert.
That's Maryville,
Oh
Is
no, I'm
that-
looking at the. I'm sorry, it's the University of Missouri.
Missouri.
Ugh.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say the
Right
University
here.
of Maryland would be
Hmm.
significantly further northeast.
way up there.
Bit further.
yeah, I think.
Eh.
Yeah, I think
That'd be
the
quite the road trip.
I think the Watt Razor thing is low priority right now, but like at
That's
this
something
point,
to be
it makes-
mindful of, but if they're
Yeah.
getting coordinated, then we need to figure out why they're coordinated and who is pulling the strings that wasn't before.
That's definitely yeah.
I suppose
Absolutely.
our best course of action
You think they would
now.
have done? You think they would have done something against me now since it's been so damn long, but they haven't. That's the weird thing, right?
Could be they're out for a bigger fish to fry.
Or they don't have a good way of tracking you.
Little of both.
Yeah. Yeah, look at it
But-
this way. We can also make a side trip over to the zoo again and let Apex check over his animals once more once we're there.
I need to feed the apes.
Yeah.
So it might just be wise to gather info of white razors, those over at the airport, collect equipment, and get ready to go face off against some super mutants.
What are you thinking, Cynthia? We go maybe what seems safest to what seems most dangerous?
Probably getting the steel for the power armor. That's going to take some time to fix.
Yeah.
That's not
That
an
should be-
overnight job for Boss Man.
That should be priority one then.
That's
It is
true.
and it is the nearest objective.
Right.
Plus, he can. Plus, as Cynthia pointed out, even if Alvin's not here, hopefully, Boss Man can take a look at it while we're gone, so we can still have it at least be worked on while we're working on other stuff.
Exactly. And we still would need a fusion core anyway, so maybe we can do a little reconnaissance while we're looking for a fusion core. I don't know if it'd be the car museum again. There's still that Protectron to worry about, but I don't know. I don't feel like we have enough information about any of the workings of the world right now to make any truly informed decision about a place to go.
Yeah, but
That-
we just
that
do what we
being-
usually do. We just
that
go.
That being said, getting the steel, that's something we do know. That we gather information over at Vault 66 or what have you.
Right. So maybe
after-
grab the steel, drop it off, go visit Louise's sister, and see what we can do about a fusion core along the way.
We might even just stumble, just trip over one. Yeah,
Remind me
Louise
again,
is good at
Alvin.
scavenging. She might be able to find one. Who knows?
That's true.
That is
You're
true.
not wrong.
Remind me again, Alvin. How much steel do you think we need?
Well, they just said pure steel, so probably we just go ahead and look to see if there's a source of it, see if we can go ahead and just acquire some of it, bring it on back, and then we'll be able to find out whether or not that's enough or not.
Yeah, that's true. Gives Alvin a little slap on the back and gets up. All right, Earthshine, let's get going.
All right, let's get going. You, me, Cynthia, Apex, let's get rolling.
Dave.
I was gonna
And
say,
Dave.
and Dave, pop.
He really is that guy from Living with Lovecraft who just pops into existence.
Oh my god, he
screaming.
is.
Screams, screams into existence.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's just the
Yes.
blood.
How can I help you?
We were thinking about heading over past Earth City to get some steel for the power armor. Did you want to tag along?
Sure. I could tag along.
Was there anything in particular you needed to take care of, or is this more of a along for the ride type situation?
Any way to keep in touch with the people that you and Cynthia are holding up with?
I don't know. Like our contact with the railroad, we were supposed to meet him a long time ago, and I don't know how to get back in contact with him. There's a symbol I think we're told to look for.
Oh, I don't
symbol,
remember
huh?
that. Do you have a picture of it handy?
I think I could probably.
Can you draw it, maybe?
I think I could.
Just points to Apex. Apex, you got him?
Holds up my crayons.
I don't think anybody here would know what it's for. And he.
Wait, can you draw in the map?
You can draw in the map.
What
Not a
if
very-
you said-
it's not a very good tool.
I know, but what if you sent a picture of it to Nick and he drew it on the map?
Just a big symbol on the map.
Yeah,
It's just there.
I would love that.
And once we can help, and after all this, if we can help that Westport situation settle down and whatnot, we can finally go ahead and keep looking for that person that Palmer wanted us to look for. Remember way back in Tapawingo?
Oh, we never found her?
She's probably dead.
I could have sworn we...
Apex,
Well-
don't say that. That's damn it.
Well, barring everything. Well, what was her name? Hagen. I think that's what her name was.
I'm glad you remembered that.
Oh, goodness.
all.
I could have sworn we already did that.
Oh, did we?
Oh no, we never found her yet.
Ah,
We
No,
found
you're
traces
probably
of
right.
her. I think we found maybe traces of her in like when we went to Westport.
Like I
But-
said, probably dead.
have a little faith, Apex.
It's just being, pragmatic. It's a little depressing though.
Yeah, it is a wasteland, though.
I mean, it's dead or worse.
Does throw a critical look in Apex's direction. What's worse in your mind?
Don't ask that question and don't answer it. Points.
It's like, no.
Well, why
Good.
don't we load up on some snacks and make sure that you all have water and food and head out to find some steel and a fusion core.
Sounds swell to me.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, if Alpha Steel was is as big as Boss Man said it was back in the day, That place is probably riddled with fusion cores. We might find one that has a lot of juice in it.
I
Be
just hope there's
nice.
not a lot of protectrons in it like the car place did.
Ah. I'd like to not get blown up again.
Speaking of which, do you think we ought to bring Mr. Handy along too?
Well,
I'm not sure the car has enough room for both of us.
Can't
Tell
we just tie him
me
to the bumper and drag him along like
the,
a boat
the rule,
pitch?
the rule of Fallout is you're supposed to have one follower.
Oh, okay.
You can have one follower and a dog.
He can
And
just
a dog.
Fine.
He can just drag him behind the car.
Actually, in Fallout 4, the dog counts as a follower.
What? Oh, does that mean the dog has its own quest?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Looks like I'm not telling.
I don't remember.
That's why he's not telling.
I don't
It's a good
think
reason not to
so.
tell.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Also, I have an image for you.
Whoa.
As Dave sort of doodles a little bit on a nearby napkin, he shows this symbol to you.
Okay. Ah.
Ah.
Whoa. Sorry.
Oh wow.
I just had a very intense like flashback moment.
It's like a house with 4 vertical
you're
useless
going-
moats.
It's like you're going method with Cynthia.
It looks like a symbol from like Inscription. Pretty cool.
Simba.
They said it's meant that there was a safe house. That it was somewhere where we could stay, and then one of their agents could swing by and help us out.
Oh.
Louise
I mean-
cranes her head to one side. Ah, yeah, I see it now.
Are we supposed to show it to someone or
No,
I think it's written on a place.
yeah, Apex has the right of it. It's meant to mark
a safe house?
a safe house, yes. It should be on the place that we need to go.
All right. Well,
all right.
I guess we can keep an eye out for it on our travels, but I think you're right that whoever our contact was is long gone by now.
It's like hobo code. I learned about it in the Silver Shroud.
Hoboco?
Hobo code. I don't know what hobos are, but they used to have a code. They'd write symbols on places to indicate whether they're safe or dangerous.
Oh. Huh. We did stuff like that back in the day too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like raider symbols?
But little slashes on like doors and whatnot of going like we've already checked that place out, or just like places that are just like, yeah, you don't want to go in there. Red X spray painted on a rock to let you know like that we saw a death claw around there, like, you know, stuff like that.
Connor, above game, would Louise and all her scavenging have like noticed symbols like that in her past?
Roll a wits.
Sure. That's 12.
Thinking back into your memory, every once in a while you would see something either spray painted on the side of a building or somewhere around there. Some strange symbols. You didn't really think much of it, but now that you've got some context, you can probably determine that those were, in fact, some sort of signs for people to communicate with each other.
Oh shit! She just looks at Alvin with this grin, like, shit, yeah, I've seen those like for years now. That was you guys?
Could be.
Oh, fuck.
Different groups probably have different symbols. I wouldn't be surprised if the Brotherhood of Steel had call signs and whatnot. They'd spray paint on things.
Nah, I just thought it was funny that maybe you and me crossed paths, albeit at wrong times beforehand.
Oh, that would have been a time.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Apex finishes his puppuccino. I'm going to go wait in the car.
All right,
Right.
let's head.
I'm gonna gear up and go ahead and follow you.
Before she goes, she's like, "You okay, right?"
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You always sound a little worried when it comes to Jet.
Yeah, it's definitely a time. That's for certain.
I know worries.
If something happened, I mean, we were pretty much all we had. And then just everything just fell into all this. So
Nah. I get that. Despite things, I think you and Jet worked out better than me and, well, Ugh. I ain't gonna think
What?
about that.
Yeah, at least I can say Jet, right?
I can say it. Barry, fuck him. Barry, fuck him.
Yeah,
Fuck that
Barry,
guy.
long may he be fucked.
Just shut up and go get ready, God. We'll figure out your ex's stuff later.
I got y'all. And I will gear up, and I will join Apex at the car.
Apex sits like an eager dog in the car.
You looking forward to going ahead and seeing a huge bona fide steel mill?
I'm interested in seeing the power armor working again. It will make our objectives more
I
comparable.
don't think it's as sophisticated as your brother's power armor, but it's still enough to go. It's still power armor. I think from what Cynthia was saying, that's the rank and file, and rank and file still sounded good enough to go ahead and just kick butts, honestly. Oh, I can't wait to go ahead and fix that up too. Oh,
Cynthia will get to the car.
All right.
That'd be a Magnum. It'll go ahead and purr like a kitten, and then it would hiss open, and just to feel what it'd be like to move around in that kind of stuff.
Louise will get there and see Apex and Alvin are already sitting in the back seat, and she'll just be like, really? She will open the door and crawl on over Alvin to get in.
There we are.
Yeah, well, I ain't changing habits just because, Cynthia, I see you looking at me. Stop it.
What? She adjusts the rearview mirror. Just checking that my mirrors are correct in case we should come across any traffic.
Nah, I know your tells now. You gave yourself all away.
Yeah,
You got no surprises left. So, just the two eyes, two fingers to her eyes point, 2-finger point to Cynthia like,
Traffic is unlikely.
Do we know what traffic is?
No, but Apex has probably read about it.
Oh, God, that's true.
My graphic novels tell a lot about the past.
All right. And you fire up and you begin to head off.
Oh, right. I manifest Dave in the front seat.
Yes.
Thank you. The nothingness
Man has no
haunting.
agency.
And you begin to head off to the Alpha Steel Company, I believe, is where your journey is taking you.
That is the most logical place to find steel, I imagine.
It's
Possibly.
the spawn point of industry.
All right.
Oh, has anybody been keeping track of the fusion core's power?
They have a
I hope
very
so.
long half-life.
Because
Yes.
it says actually, I'm looking at it being like 5% of it's supposed to be drained every time we use it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I've been checking up on that.
Okay.
Yeah?
And how much are we at?
Let's see. So I didn't have it written down in this file. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh God, we're just going. Okay, vroom. Give me a minute.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yeah, I'm counting them in vrooms. Hold on.
Actually, it says that we started this fusion core at 100%, so maybe I do still
Right.
have the 75% one.
Crowley?
I think we used it 12 times.
So we're down to 82%.
Well,
if it's 5% per use.
Yeah.
Shh, it's 1.
Yeah. No.
why don't we just be
we're
fair?
at 30 in the sake of honesty.
Okay.
30?
Be
Mhm.
honest. It's fine. But hey, we're gonna look for more fusion cores. Maybe we'll find another one. And if I still have the 75%, or we're good on that end, yay!
Maybe.
We could also
Cynthia
start.
scowls.
We could also start walking more.
No.
Good for our
Or we
legs.
could use the boat. The boat is an option.
Boat.
You can't ask Cynthia to go back to walking after this.
She has a perk for driving. This is her goal.
She has a driver's license, and it's actually a good picture.
She's the one least fatigued by walking, though.
I know, but I don't wanna.
You know what? That is really funny, right? Like,
Sorry.
So after this trip, after driving to the steelworks, we'll be at 35%.
Oh, we'll be at 35 after?
After driving to the steel mill.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yes, that sounds correct. I'm getting up.
Apex watches the lone rad stag walk down the road.
I don't know what they sound like. Yes, you then proceed to drive off unabated to the Alpha Steel Company. Herc. There you go. I'll put you there.
oh wait, it's at 40. I calculated wrong. If
Yeah,
it
so once we-
was, yeah.
So
yeah.
once we get to the steel company, it'll be 30.
It'll be 35.
Yeah.
There we are.
All right. Doesn't take you very long at all as you pull up outside of the Alpha Steel Company, which, judging from the looks of things, appears to be just a series of warehouses. And you see a stylized alpha symbol from the I believe it's the Greek alphabet.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yes, you see a stylized alpha symbol in a circle that says Alpha Steel. And yes, you're between two warehouses. One is larger than the other.
First things first, get out and immediately glance at the surrounding area for any invasive species that might just be rattling about.
Invasive species.
Mainly
Go ahead and
hostile.
mainly hostile. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me a wits.
Apex Patrol, go. 14.
Good lord.
14.
I
Let's
go off
see.
stalking the grounds looking for any signs of life that could hinder us.
Let me see here. Shit.
Namely like creature nests or holes burrowed into side of buildings or
Hang on, he's rolling for it.
Oh, I know. I'm
Angry
stating
ferrets.
specifically the kind of things that I'm looking for.
Mercy. Okay.
Actual living raiders just
As you sort of get down low and begin to snoop around the perimeter and try to see if there's any evidence of people who have been here before. You do notice relatively fresh-looking blood spatters.
What?
Around the opposite side that you drove in through, just beyond the building.
Does it look like it leads off somewhere? Like, is it a blood trail, or is it just like these blood marks were spattered across the wall, as in like something got slashed or shot?
It looks as though something got injured, and the blood spattered along the side of this building and around near the back of it. It does look reddish, so you can determine it was probably something humanoid. Hello?
Mammalian.
Sorry?
I return to the group. There's a fresh blood trail over there. I'm going to follow it.
Well, hang on, Apex. I'll come with you. Gets her shotgun out and gets it
Why
ready.
is there already blood? We just got here. This was supposed to be
Not any
the
of
safe
us.
option.
No, don't be getting all frenzied just yet. Just maybe it's just, some jackass got attacked by some wild animal.
I just I'll just load my hands into my power fist and look over
lead on,
to-
Apex.
Look over to
Everywhere is
Apex.
safe with the Apex.
Cynthia holds her rifle and pouts as she follows.
I
I have to shoot stuff now. This sucks.
start to lead the way.
All right, you lead the way around back of the smaller warehouse of the Alpha Steel Company, and as you round the corner, you see what is quite clearly the remnants of a battle that took place. What looks to you to be relatively recently, perhaps within the last couple of days or so even. The first thing that grabs you, Apex, is the smell. The quite distinct scent of rotting flesh. As you survey the several bodies that are strewn about, you note quite clearly that the decay on them does not match up with being just a few days old, and you can surmise from that these are probably feral ghouls. However, strewn about the rest of the carnage, because you've got a quite high roll, you do also notice a couple of more fresh bodies amongst this pile. Not really a pile, they're distributed in different...
Among this battlefield.
Yeah, they're strewn across.
Anything about these people that tells us who they are? Or
Alvin,
that are
you would immediately recognize some of the fresher looking bodies as white razors.
Oh,
shit.
If I were to wager a guess, I'd say some of the ghouls were probably from Lambert.
Yeah. And the guys that they jumped on are white razors.
Shit, that's a good coincidence, considering.
Well, maybe they cleared some of this out for us.
Maybe. Might be able to find something on them.
I'm
Some
on
kind
it.
of information. Maybe there's something around here.
I'm gonna keep scoping around the building, see if there are any survivors.
Okay. I'll go ahead and hold down the fort here if Louise makes sure nothing else gets around.
Yep, I'll check these guys out.
Cynthia is going to just follow along with Apex in case anyone is hurt and still there, in case they need instant med, and just kind of give Dave a look to just stay with Louise and Alvin for now.
He gives you a tentative nod as he goes to join Louise and Alvin, and then you head off with Apex to try and scout for possible survivors.
Well, Dave, how strong's your stomach?
Well, I've seen a bit. Gore doesn't really bother me all that much anymore.
Okay, why don't you check that guy then, and I'll check this customer.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll scavenger on this because I would like to save
Alright.
it for steel and whatnot actually inside, so I'm just gonna roll a regular wits on this.
Okay.
What does he got in his pockets?
What does he have in his pocket?
10.
Looks like...
From Puck for you.
No.
Ooh. And... Ooh. Okay. You find 2 caps and 3 doses of Radex.
Oh, nice. Radix is always appreciated. So now I have 4 of those.
What is...
Anything identifiable? Anything, I don't know. She'll be thinking about, they just had the conversation, so anything maybe relating to Jet or why they're here or what's going on?
Correspondence.
2 caps. 2 caps. I gotta mark that. Okay.
There's nothing really on them that would identify their purpose for being here. Not on this one anyway.
All right. How many of these fresher ones are there to look at?
There's about 3.
Alright, so Dave's got that
fresh-looking
one. So I guess
bodies.
if Dave's got the other one, then I guess I'll check the last one. Not much in this one, Alvin, but we got some more Radex.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
I found
All right.
a cleaver, I think.
A cleaver.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
He just holds up like a rusty-looking, very heinously thrown together piece of scrap metal that's been sharpened and wrapped with duct tape and leather. Calling it a cleaver is generous.
Ah, the Mad Max hatchet.
Luis just kind of raises an eyebrow. Oh, homemade. Nice.
Yeah, it must have been new.
How can you tell?
Well, I mean, we normally go ahead and use weapons out of anything we can really find, but a lot of the newbies, we just normally carry around the scrap stuff with them.
Fair enough.
The higher end stuff is normally picked about by the higher ups.
So people like you then.
I guess so.
You got the nice cleavers.
Oh, we got the shinier ones.
Well, I'll check this one last guy then. 5.
Looks like he doesn't have anything on him.
Shame.
Hmm.
That's about all I got, Alvin. I don't know if you want to look at him a little closer, because you probably recognize, I don't know, clothes or something more than me. I'm just going through their pockets.
I'll take a look-see. Let's see.
You'll switch places with Alvin and be the lookout so he can take a closer look.
I'll search the one that she didn't have much look on. You said a witch roll, right, Chief?
Yes.
That's a 9.
9. Patting him down. Other than his armor, you would probably end up discovering... what you would identify as the chem known as Turbo.
That's a new one.
No shit. Well, that's a unique one. Turbo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that one do?
What does it do, Connor? I forgot.
God?
God? Oh, God.
What I meant, God. God. Woo, God.
Basically, it's a lot similar to Jet. It's what it looks like is it's an inhaler, like a oh god, what am I thinking of? Like an asthma inhaler.
Atomizers.
It is an asthma
atomizer.
inhaler that has been adhered with masking tape to a can of hairspray.
Sounds all right.
Oh my
That's
god.
Great.
And what it does is when you use it, you can take 2 actions during your turn. It sort of causes things around you to slow down considerably.
Isn't that Jet does the same thing, doesn't it?
Jet does
this
do the
one's-
same thing.
But this one's not made of cow poopy.
Oh.
It could be made of cow poopy. Who knows?
It could be. It's just another animal's poop fumes. There's a guy that's going like, "Oh, I can do that."
Meh. Bwah.
Oh yeah. So what you do is you go ahead and just breathe into it, and then you just it makes people act faster. That's why they call it turbo.
Makes sense.
Alvin, go ahead and roll me a smarts roll.
I got you. 12.
You would know that the difference between turbo and jet is that while jet slows down everything, turbo makes everything seem like it's slowing down and you stay the same speed. So for the effects of this, you get 2 actions and you get a bonus. You get a bonus to your roll. But it's not good for you.
No, none of these drugs are good for you.
Yeah, the difference between jet is people say when they go ahead and dope up on jet that everything slows down. They slow down, everything else slows down. When people take turbo, everything slows down but you. So it's like you're moving around at hyperspeed while everyone else is just moving around slower than a man who's just got out of bed for the morning.
Oh, fun, I guess. Alvin, do you have a particular look on your face in response to having this drug in your hand? Above game, she asks.
Above game he rolls. Mixed.
I will
You see him just twirl around his fingers a little bit.
I will. Yeah, actually, I don't need to roll for that then. Just, you want me to hang on to that? Or we can give it to Cynthia.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you should probably hold on to this.
Just nods and takes it in her bag.
Yeah.
Joking's like, "Here, Phil, open up." Makes a funny little noise as it goes in her bag, like, whoop.
I have yummy treats for you, Skull.
You hear a...
What? Hey, what did I say, Phil? What did I say?
Phil's eyes turn red.
God. Yeah, but
Sockets
Phil just
turn
hears,
red.
and Phil just rises out of the backpack like,
It's like, I have reached my true form. A slightly bigger skeleton.
Indeed. Yes, that's all you can unfortunately find on these bodies right here. Yes, but in the meantime, Apex and Cynthia, you're off hunting for any survivors.
Yeah, I'm following mostly any tracks that lead away from this battlefield towards the buildings.
Yep.
Or even just like tracking where these things came from the buildings. So.
Go ahead and roll me wits rolls, both of you.
Okay.
Shabazz. 8.
8.
All right, both of you pretty much at the same time spot a set of bloody footprints stumbling into one of the nearby buildings that are next to these steel warehouses.
Wait, oh.
I approach the door and test if it's locked.
You test it, and it is not locked.
Cynthia's pout deepens.
I slowly open the door, now knowing that I need to feel if there are tripwires or anything on the inside. So I feel if anything like catches or pulls.
Go ahead and...
Especially a wounded creature is going to be more defensive.
That is definitely true. Oh. Yes. Sorry, I'm just looking at the layout here in the real world, so I can apply that. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any sort of tripwires or anything lining the door. Now that you're looking for them, you look in the places they would be. You don't see them.
Then I open the door.
Okay. You crack open the door, and the scent of blood fills your nostrils, as it definitely smells like something went down here.
Apex nods to Cynthia and slinks into the building.
Cynthia also slinks, but in that kind of frumpy way. With this like, man. Has the med kit ready just in case.
Ooh, we went through the load barrier. The sound effects changed.
Uh-oh.
You got the little loading screen. you walk in, and obviously the first thing that catches your senses is the smell, the scent of blood that's sort of been lingering in the air for a good few days.
Is it more blood than I think could come from one creature?
Definitely.
Okay.
As you make your way in, you see the bloody footprints are starting to look less like footprints and more just like large splotches where maybe a wound got progressively worse as the person was moving.
I'm going to enter stealth mode.
All right, go ahead and roll a wits to enter stealth mode.
12.
You are a phantom.
What? Wait, you said wits?
Wits, yes, if you want to sneak.
7.
7?
Still too grumpy, not
That's a success.
like sneaking, but like, man, this should have been the chillest of missions. Why do we have to have bloody footprints and ghouls and a bloodbath right out the gate? Come on, man!
Ruh-roh.
This post-apocalyptic wasteland is nothing as advertised.
Yeah!
So as you make your way into this small little building next to these huts, your feet sort of making a more audible squish as you step in the bloodstains and follow them against the sort of carpeting that lines the bottom of this house. You note that whatever individual made this trail seems to have turned a corner and gone into what appears to be a restroom of some kind.
What is the remaining, like, they go into a restroom, but what does the rest of this area, the open area, look like?
Looks to be something like an old office area. The inside of it, you see terminals, You see desks where people were probably doing a lot of paperwork before the war. Not really anything interesting of note, aside from the blood spatters that appear to be scattered throughout.
Do any of the terminals look active?
Maybe. Let's see. It appears that one of them is still active.
Apex will point at the active terminal.
Cynthia will nod and quietly go over and see if she can access it as quietly as possible. It is possible to be very quiet while typing, but it takes a lot of thought to do so.
Let's see if this terminal has a...
Oh, sorry, I was going to say I'll work on the bathroom door.
Alright,
Yeah.
Let's see if this terminal has a membrane keyboard. Go ahead and roll me a smarts roll to see if you can crack this open.
10.
10?
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
The last person who used this terminal seems to have not logged out. And so you gain access to it relatively easily. And from there you... From there, you see, welcome to Sirocco Manufacturing Incorporated.
Sirocco.
And then you see a list of documents.
Anything interesting?
As you peruse the open documents on the page, you find boring business-related entries dated from before the war. Appears to be some sort of list of products that needed to be shipped. Things that were coming in. It's a bunch of boring business schlock is what it is.
Cynthia blows a quiet raspberry at the computer for being so unhelpful in this frumpy dead moment. Like, how dare you also be boring on top of this horrible situation? How dare you, blah!
Nothing involving like shipping manifestos or where they might find the steel.
Keep the steel.
Well, they probably got the steel they needed right next door.
Right. So they didn't keep... Well, and any inventory notes would be completely... I just... more looking to see if anybody had accessed the terminal or changed anything or left notes or blah, blah,
Or if
blah,
there's
blah.
any like
There-
security footage or anything.
There doesn't seem to... No security footage.
For sure.
I'm not sure cameras existed. Security cameras,
I mean,
anyway.
I mean, in Fallout, they definitely do, because you use them to access turrets and shit all the time, I think.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, you don't find any of that. No security whatsoever. It doesn't seem like anyone has bothered to write in anything of note on this terminal that would be relevant to your current situation.
Is the bathroom door locked?
The bathroom door is, in fact, not locked.
My job's halfway done.
Yeah. You pull the door open, and the smell immediately intensifies quite a bit.
I mask the front of my face with my forearm.
Yeah,
Just now coolly beguiled and...
You're immediately hit with a rush of hot, humid funk as you open the door. And as you look around, you see a slumped form in the corner of this sort of two-person restroom where there are a couple of stalls.
No movement, I take it.
No movement that you can see. Looks to be a pile of two bodies in the corner of this room. One is laying on top of the other.
I slowly move in, listening carefully for any other movement that might be quaking in this room.
Go ahead and roll a wits for me.
12.
12. As you move closer, you hear something that unsettles you. You hear...
Is it coming from one of the slumped bodies?
It does seem to be coming from that direction.
I need to roll plus smart for my doctor points today, don't I?
Yeah, that might be.
You absolutely should.
I have 11.
That is a lot
Hey.
of doctor points.
Nice.
I continue moving cautiously, silently.
Okay, you move silently, cautiously over to these two bodies.
Do I get
And
a
as
better look at them now?
Yeah, as you get closer, you hear that sound sort of getting more choked and more hushed. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Oh, do I get a better look at these two forms as I'm getting closer?
You do. As you move in closer, you see what is quite clearly a more emaciated and skeletal-looking ghoul, a feral, that is laying over top of another ghoul, but not so feral. You see him laying with his head tilted to the side, eyes wide open, unblinking, face covered in blood. His shaggy, gnarled hair is also slick with blood as well.
Is that the one that's gasping?
As you move in even closer, the sound has stopped altogether.
Oh.
Cynthia, now bored of the computer, goes to join Apex.
Imagine she flips it off as she goes.
Move the unconscious ghoul off of the one that may or may not have still been alive.
The unconscious ghoul, which you realize is actually quite dead, you slide it off of the one that you suspect is making the noise.
Does it react at all?
It does not seem to react. But go ahead and make a wits roll.
Shabazz. 12 again.
As you look over this other ghoul's form, you were probably looking away briefly to slide the ferrule off of him. And you notice something. While his eyes were pointing in one direction before, they are now pointing in a different direction.
What?
Okay.
If this one's alive, it's fading quick.
What? Okay. She'll run over and do a very quick check and see what's going on.
As you say that, Apex, you see the eyes immediately shoot up to you, and he goes, and he coughs up a bit of blood.
I immediately take up a defensive position as soon as its eyes jolt towards me like a horror creature.
Hey there. Would you like help?
It's you guys.
Wait.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Yeah!
It's Guy! Guy from hospital!
Yeah.
Roach! I remember.
Go.
You scared the shit out of him before. Poor fella.
Ooh, babe!
I broke his arm once.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee.
Have fun. Gov.
Will.
His name is Gov. Right? Guess we're gonna find out.
The one that you're thinking of's name is Gov.
Okay. The one that I'm thinking of, but is this that one?
We'll find out.
Wow, Connor. Give me the answers I want right away. I'm too impatient.
I'm sorry. If I say it now, then nobody will hear it in the podcast.
Oh! Hi, chat. The one that you're thinking of? Senlita. Come on. You think it's Gov. Ooh, Hi, everybody. How are we doing out there today? Probably better than maybe, possibly Gov. You don't think it's Point... It better not be Point Man. Woo! It better not be Point Man. Just hearing a very distant, huh! Good lord. How we all doing on this lovely Saturday evening? Do you have a snack? Were you eating a snack while you listen to the show? Are you drinking something delicious? Did you have a good week? Doing good? Doing good? I had a very random craving for grape bubble tape yesterday. And I want it so badly now. I feel great, more so with my blood pressure. It's going down, as before it was very high. Congrats, Oathbreaker. God gets all the shit jobs, apparently. He must have pissed somebody off. Well, and how are you? I'm doing all right. I have been living under a beautiful, wonderful onslaught of work. Tea with dried orange? Ooh, that sounds good. It is the second month of the year and I want it over already. We have to find a way to enjoy life even when it is not going as swell as it could.
Yeah.
Caitlin, Connor, Captain Kojo, Caitlin, Connor, we have been playing together for years. You know how impatient I am. It's oh my god, that's true. We've been playing together for like what, 2-3 years now?
This campaign, so I think, was going on for a little bit.
But you and I have been playing in D&D games for like 3 years now, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Ugh.
It's crazy how quickly time passes.
It is nuts.
Connor gets all the not on live aspects of hearing about my bullshit too. Oh, Lord. You had Weenie Mac for dinner? Oh my god, that sounds so good!
Fuck yeah, Weenie Mac.
And lobster ravioli. I literally have like celebratory chicken wings and sweet potato fries waiting in the refrigerator. I'm gonna make them tomorrow or the next day. It's gonna be the best.
I need to go back to the store. I'm all out of food again.
Protoss? I don't know what I'm gonna watch Swimming to Sea. That's a terrifying movie. Swimming to Sea is like the Korean version of Finding Nemo, except all the fish are basically sentient and terrified that they're in a fish tank.
Wow. That sounds horrible.
It is. There's like blood and everyone's upset. You chocolate almond milk on your mini wheats? Oh, Queen Time, you're a genius. I had a pulled pork sandwich with corn on the cob. Now I'm hungry.
Oh, that sounds great.
See,
Man, I'm bored. I just had Taco Bell.
Oh, Sarah.
That's just Taco Bell.
I could have had it with you.
But no, because we can't. Gotta do it when I can pick you up and we can go and hide in the car and eat our shame.
I know. It's something we actually did quite often for a while. Sarah and I would go and we would like give each other a look, and then someone would go, Taco Bell, and then the other would go, oh, you bitch. And then we would go get Taco Bell, and then we would sit on a random street under a street light. Oh no, we would sit not under the light of the street light so we could eat our shame in secret. It was great.
I just imagine being a fly on the wall, just walking my dog, and I just see two women in the back of a car just eating like carne asadas.
I mean, yes, that is precisely what happened. Because what was it? We were gonna go play D&D with KG and Marcy at a place once, and they walked past us, and we had the windows down, and we were just like shoving Taco Bell in our faces, and they're like,
we're like, no, don't
wait.
look at us.
Don't look at us. Don't look. Don't avert your eyes.
Oh, God, we're horrible.
No, tell your families.
And then they were like, oh, I wish I had Taco Bell. It was delicious.
It's okay. Nero and Mizuki are in my neck of the woods for like a little vacation they're doing.
Mhm.
And so they keep going to like all these places like the steakhouse they went to, and like this Mexican place that I absolutely love going to. And we went to a brewer house today, and I got fish and chips, and I'm just like, God, I'm eating like just a big fat bastard. And I normally don't eat like that. Like I normally eat like, just like, I just cook up some vegetables, add some rice, just some light stuff, And so I've been eating all this stuff, and it's been I'm almost like through basically like a coma, like a food coma, fixing my sleep schedule.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. Because like after I ate it, I'm just like, oh, I gotta do gateway, and I'm like, oh, just pulling myself to like the monitor.
To life.
I'm gonna sleep like a baby after this, while I'm gonna be like, I loved the fish.
Good lord.
Don't good lord me. You don't get to good lord me after you told me that you and Sarah became taco goblins.
Hey.
How dare you, sir? How
Yeah,
dare you?
that's totally different.
Oh, how is it different? How is it different?
Because.
Show your work.
Period.
Yeah, the Kayla
Because, period.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you have this one.
Yeah,
because I have like 9 things loaded, but I hear my mom's like voice in the back of my head going, "Darn, argue with them now," and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's wise words.
My magic fairy.
Look, it's just saying, Rabbit, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna go into so many food comas because we're just gonna be like, look at this. We should eat this.
God, I mean, I feel like a very like luxurious raccoon. Like I'm just like, eating all this food.
Oh no, yeah, oh yeah, totally. We're just like horrible fucking possums and raccoons and trash pigeons just sitting around with distended stomachs, being like, I mean,
Hi.
we don't need Indian food too, but it's right down the street and they deliver.
Indian food's great.
I'm just gonna
Yes.
look like a cave bear, and they're
Once
gonna
I
be like,
can-
"Rabbit,
once-
what happened?" I'm gonna be like, "I ate all the honey."
Once I can taste again, I definitely want Indian food.
I had some tiki masala when I was in Canada, and oh my god,
Butter chicken is quite good.
It's really, really good.
I'm not.
I will
I'm
be
not
right
certain.
back.
Alrighty. I'm not certain that I will ever have Indian food that's that good again.
If you ever go to England, their
Yeah.
Indian food there is really good.
Chicken tikka masala was invented in England,
It's
Oh,
their national
shit.
dish.
funnily enough. But I think it's different than the one I have here. Ours is cream based. Theirs is just bright red.
Yeah, theirs is literally just like butter and the like just enough butter to make it kind of turn that nuclear orange. Not really butter, but ghee.
I have a
Ah,
thing of spray ghee.
You know, isn't that the most whimsical name for what it is? Like, they had to give it the name of like a jaunty elf. Otherwise, no one would eat it.
ghee is just like
It's clarified butter, basically.
yeah.
it's clarified butter. Butter plus.
Boulder.
Boulder.
Brother.
Brother, I need the butter. Give me the butter. Give me the salt. Give me the cheese.
I would like the butter.
Give him the butter. Tried to brew some really strong tea to see if I can taste it.
Yeah, basically, chicken tikka masala was invented for the British because that's what they thought Indian food should be. And also, apparently, it had to have a sauce because British people really like to have their meat served in gravy.
Grave.
If Wikipedia is to be believed.
I mean, back in the day, they used to boil like all of their food, which is why British cuisine just kind of sucked up until like the mid 20th century.
I feel like Real Phil might want to have a word with you.
You know what? He's allowed to, because, he probably has more experience.
I remember when we went to a mall here and there was an Annie's Pretzels, and I love Annie's Pretzels. I'm like, yes,
Auntie Anne's is
pretzel.
great.
Oh
So
yeah,
I was like,
that's great shit.
Phil, you got to try this because they don't do this like at all anywhere in England. It's like, let's get an Annie's and I'll have them try it for the first time. Yeah. He looked at me and he just was like, "What the hell is wrong with your fucking taste buds? It's just butter." I'm like, "Yeah, it's buttery pretzel." It's like, "It's just butter." And I'm like, "How dare you insult my pretzel? I'm really
How
hurt
dare
by
you-
this."
How dare you insult my culture?
They're dragging Phil out like 4 dudes on like each limb, and he's like, "It's wrong! It's
I
wrong!"
don't take many things personally, but you can't say that about my Annie Ann's pretzels.
I'm sad. My tea just tastes like hot water.
Oh my.
Every time I go to an airport, I always seek one out because I'm just like, this is my special treat while I'm traveling. I must have my Annie Ann's pretzel.
Would you like to trade tongues? I'll take your shitty tongue for right now, and you can just take mine.
I'd take you up on that, but I don't want to curse anybody with this.
That's so noble. Of
I am
you.
returned.
Welcome back.
That's so very noble of you.
All right. Well, I think that's all of us back, correct?
I
Yes.
believe you are correct.
I'll be like, tongue, go, and my tongue will be like, let me do it for you. Gurmy.
All right. Well, with that, we should go ahead and get on
Bye,
back
chat.
to.
Goodbye, chat.
Let's go see how
But
Jeff's
yeah.
doing. Obviously not well, but he's been better.
Yep. As you as we settle back in, yeah, this ghoul whose face and body is caked in blood, wheezes, coughs, and sputters. He appears to be quite injured at the moment.
Don't strain yourself. You've been very wounded. And I step back and let Cynthia do her thing.
She kind of starts to move the ghoul away and looks at Apex to take it to give her space.
I already moved the other ghoul.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
She immediately sets to work on him.
As you get closer, he sort of shifts a little and he moves. He's wearing sort of like a long coat, and he shifts and he moves out what appears to be a sawn-off rifle that he was keeping hidden underneath his coat, and he looks at you briefly. Make a charm roll, Cynthia.
Oh Lord. Okay. And this is the first time we're meeting, or not the first time we're meeting? No,
this is the first time you're meeting.
Oh, it is.
Oh, so
I get
this guy just recognizes us from descriptions.
We're
10.
notorious.
10?
Yep.
He looks at you briefly.
She's holding up a med pack.
Yeah, he assesses the situation, sees that you're not here to finish him off or worse, and he just simply slides the sawn-off rifle over and lets you do your work.
Yep. Well, just lay back. We'll get this taken care of in no time. She quickly sets to getting him back to a more stable place. I have 11 doctor points, so I'm going to use 5 to stabilize him. It says that I can heal an injury. You may use these points to heal and treat a character. Healing points can be spent when you have access to any necessary equipment and enter a space that you and the patient can rest. And we are currently, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, treat an injury or disease for 5 points. So I will use the 5. It says GM will decide how much treatment is needed to fully cure, or at least get him stable enough to be moving.
How many points would it take to get this guy not dying?
He is quite badly injured. I'm gonna say it'll take you 3 points to get him to a position where he won't be dying actively.
All right.
Okay.
3 points to stabilize.
3 points to stabilize, and then how if she really sets to work on using points, how stable can I get him since he's like about to die?
You could probably spend 2 more points after that to get him to be able to move on his own.
Okay. And she will do that.
All right, you take some time with your med kit. You're cleaning his wounds. He's got little wounds like bullet holes, one in his shoulder, one in his arm. The main wound that worries you is there's a big slash across his stomach. You're very unsure how he even is still alive with a wound like this, but you get to work, you clean it, you suture it, and soon enough he gets to a point where he is you're confident he's stable.
While Cynthia's doing that, I'd keep an eye on the area and the stairwell for if Alvin and Louise came looking for us. Just to make sure nothing else comes sneaking in on us.
I mean, if we're done outside, we'll probably join you at some point. I just don't know when.
I'm guessing this procedure would probably take long enough for them to join us.
Yeah, probably.
At which point Apex would have filled you in on what we found. Cynthia's currently suturing them.
Well, at least we got someone who can tell us what the fuck went on here.
Yeah, it looks like a hell of a bloodbath happened in here.
I'm still holding the other dead ghoul.
I'm gonna look through some of the other bodies around this place. Are there more white razors, or is it more ghouls?
The only bodies you found inside of this facility was the one that Apex is carrying, and the ghoul who is still alive.
I see, okay.
I don't know if this one was protecting him or... Toss it to the side.
Let's take a look. See if there's one of those Harbinger icons on his clothes or something.
That's a good point.
As
Any
you're
Harbinger iconography?
as you're looking over his outfit, you see on his duster is the logo of the Harbingers. Which, in case you needed some refresher, there it is.
The anti-Wi-Fi.
Huh.
Somewhere under the rainbow.
Yeah, you see like a patch that's sort of been stained with a little bit of blood, and it does seem to contain the Harbinger's iconography.
I don't know how you got this, but you don't look so good right now.
White razors.
Yeah. What were y'all doing here?
Scavenging. Old steel mill seemed like a good place for loot.
Why don't you just rest for a while? We'll make sure that you can get some strength back.
Wait, he grabs your arm.
Oh, right? What?
They might still be here.
What?
Razors.
Stay put, one sec. Goes out. Apex! White Razor's still here.
Do you want them to not be here?
I don't...
Looks at the giant slash on this dude.
So only Apex is hearing this?
Yeah.
Well,
If you guys are not back yet.
oh, they're all here.
Oh,
Yeah,
then...
well, Alvin's like just searching bodies, and I guess I'm just looking out.
Do you want them to not be here?
I just want to get back home. I don't care what you do with those bastards.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh.
I look back to Cynthia.
She just like pats the dude's shoulder, like he's like this. Sorry, we don't know why they're here. Just if they start a fight, end it. But try and avoid them if you can. Just let Louise and Alvin know. I don't want them getting in trouble.
Apex ponders for a moment and then nods. Okay. I wander over to Alvin.
What's going
Apparently
on?
there might be more white razors here.
Damn it.
Probably
There-
in the larger building.
What's going on?
More
White razors.
Oh. Wait. Ain't that a good thing for you, Alvin? We finally got somebody we can talk to.
Last I checked, they aren't the most talkative bunch.
True,
No, they are
yes,
not.
but we can take him though, right?
Here's hoping. Psycho was a bit of a miracle. He pressed me out pretty damn well. All right. Well, we got a gang in our hands.
So how do we play this? Cynthia can't come with. She's got to patch up that guy.
I can...
I'll go ahead.
Hiding in the
Who's
steel.
hiding?
They're hiding in the
Deal.
steel.
All right.
Hiding in the
Well,
steel mill.
Apex, you want to stay here with Cynthia or you want to come with?
I feel as though my best course of action would be to scout ahead, but I wouldn't want to leave Cynthia here alone.
Well, Dave's got his own little gun, so that might help, right, Dave?
Screams back into existence.
Oh God.
Oh, I just thought Dave was gonna be like, "Fuck no."
I'm waiting in the car.
Dave, hey, Dave, you want to go search for white racers? Huh?
If it's all the same to the rest of you, I'd rather not.
All right.
I just want someone covering Cynthia while she works is all.
Yeah, but who's covering me?
You got a cool laser gun, man. Use it.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Then I think Apex, Dave should go ahead and Apex and Dave should go ahead and hold down here. That way, we at least know we have a safe haven right here, in case shit gets real bad. We can also go ahead and use it as a bottleneck point
Wait,
if it gets real damn bad.
you want me and Apex to hang around here?
Well, to go ahead and help out Cynthia. Cynthia's doing her Cynthia thing right now. She's patching up that guy, making sure he don't, all of his intestines don't go ahead and fold out of him like old film out of a camera. That's going to take some time. People need a watcher.
I mean, hopefully once he's okay enough to at least for us to move and we could, I don't know, City could stash him in the car and lock it and we could get on with business.
I feel this underutilizes my abilities.
Just for now, Apex, just till Cynthia finishes up her work.
Don't worry. I'll go ahead and creep low and slow. I'll go ahead and take a look around the
You
steel
aren't
mill.
exactly known for that.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're right.
And that's why I'm going too.
You are known less for that.
Yeah, but I got a shotgun, so.
That is not slow and low.
Doesn't have to be. Huh?
We could trade it around. Louise, you could go ahead and hold down the fort with Dave, and Apex and I can go out.
I could, trust me, staying behind and watching this surgery, sounding way more appealing, honestly.
Hey, that's no trouble at all.
Okay.
Besides, we need people to go ahead and keep an eye on things down here. All right.
So wait,
Louise,
what am
it'll
I
be
doing
okay.
then? So is Dave gonna stay and I'm gonna go? What's going?
Dave is staying behind with Cynthia.
Yeah, obviously.
All right.
He doesn't want to go look for white racers. They're scary.
And if Dave's super worried, Louise, maybe you should go ahead and hang back. Apex can go ahead and Apex is really good at scout work, so that would go ahead and be perfect.
All right. But
All right.
She'll go to you and give you her SMG. Take a little firepower with you just in case.
All right.
And give him 10 bullets.
All right.
Stay sharper, Sean.
Hey, no trouble at all. You take it on easy, Scavenger Lady. I'll be right back
I
before
will.
you know it.
Watch your back, Apex.
I always do.
All right. Hell of a time for a damn reunion, I'll tell you what. Let's get going.
I
All
need
right.
to run up. I Naruto run up the stairs.
Oh my
Like a
God.
phantom.
Arms flapping in the breeze.
I love how blunt Apex is. You were known less for that.
Like, who the fuck needs to be stealthy? I just need to shoot the guy after we talk to him.
All right.
Exactly.
So one more time, who's staying behind with Cynthia besides Dave?
Me.
All right. Louise, Cynthia, and Dave are our team heal guy, and
Yep.
Alvin and Apex our team fight guy.
Nice.
Fight fellas.
All right. So
Apex and Alvin are the two coolest final fight characters.
I have the juggles.
I'm definitely the Hagar.
you're Red Hand, not Red Cyclone, but we'll
Oh,
see.
you're right. You're right.
But yes, as you make your way over towards the steel warehouse proper, you're staying low and slow. I'm assuming moving in stealthily.
I certainly will be.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
And I'm
I'll
gonna
be
go ahead
attempting
and-
to.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang back. When Apex gives you all clear, I'll go ahead and advance forward.
Eight. Ugh.
8.
Not my best low and slow. Doesn't help that it's noon.
I will. Oh, I'll try a roll. I'll try. 8.
Hey, we're both
Also
low.
an 8.
Hey.
Da-da-da.
We're both good at this.
You're taking your time as you're moving through these narrow sort of hallways. You're lined with all sorts of different kinds of steel that are bundled up in small rods, large tubes, big boxes of polished steel that are just hanging all around you and jutting out into the walls, almost like a wall of spikes, but not quite.
Oh man, it's gonna be a bullet storm fight.
And you proceed onward, and you're looking around, and nothing is quite catching your eye or catching your ear about anything that might have gone on or where people might be.
Does it even look like there's like signs of a scuffle or anything around here? Like it looks like the fight spread out to this area.
As you look around, you do see there are a couple of blood splatters that look like they were made with a slashing weapon.
Hey, right over there.
These walls lined with spikes. Do any of the spikes look like they're kind of unsecure to the wall? Like maybe these walls themselves were built to, like, let's say those spikes are actually spears in slots.
If they didn't have anything on them, they would look kind of like an old step ladder, and they are welded to the bottom and the top of this facility.
Okay.
They're sort of like support beam shelf combo looking things.
Gotcha.
Like I can show you what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
so it's not like a makeshift palisade. It's more of a I-beam situation.
Yes, exactly.
Still
Looks
very
a-
much spike wall.
Going down what looks like this.
Hell Oh yeah, this is just the stuff I like.
I see. Yeah, it's like yeah, basically just an old warehouse,
Yeah,
like the stock rooms at a IKEA, but it's all
Precise.
metal.
Precisely.
Like the back rooms, but the steel mill version.
We are in the liminal space.
We are the liminal.
Between the gnashing teeth of old world steel, you find yourself hidden. But also maybe any potential enemies.
All right, we're hidden, but we also have not detected anyone else.
That is correct.
Better than the alternative.
You know, I could try a
Alright.
trick.
What would that be?
Go ahead and take something like a bottle or whatnot. Go ahead and wing it down the hall. See if the sound goes ahead and rattles up anybody. I'm guessing there might be maybe some newbies, maybe with a higher up guy. Maybe the newbies might make a jump.
I think they know that this way is an ingress point. Based on the blood splatter, this might be an ambush joint. We should move further before we aggravate anything.
All right. I'll follow your lead there.
I'm gonna move further in just to see if we can find a more advantageous position to better survey our surroundings.
All right.
Keep an eye out for any service ladders or something.
Apex nods.
For a more advantageous position, I'd say go ahead and roll me another wits.
Shibuya, that's an 11.
3.
Shibuya indeed. And a 3 from Alan.
Achoo!
Try it! Clang, clang, clang.
Apex, you do manage to spot a particular sort of bald spot where there isn't really a lot of product that you can sort of oversee more of the floor inside of here and get a good idea of at least half of this facility. While still remaining relatively hidden. However, Alvin, as you're moving along, your foot brushes along a long steel pipe, and a loud boom rings out.
From my new advantageous position, where do I notice movement?
You don't see any movement, but you do hear a boom, boom, coming from different parts of the warehouse.
Now, did I climb up some of these shelves to get this position?
Yeah, you would be near the top, where some of the light fixtures are. And you've got a pretty good view downward. Alvin unfortunately did not get to be able to join you because of what his foot brushing against a hollow pipe.
How far away was the nearest response ping?
It looked like it might be a. It sounded close, like I'd say a couple of aisles away from you, maybe like 2 or 3 aisles away from you.
Does it, let's see. I'm guessing there's about a 5 or a 6 foot gap well, probably closer to 6 foot gap between each of these rows of shelves.
Yes.
Does it look like I'd be able to scale over to the next shelf?
It might require some doing, but yes.
Then I will do the doing.
Alrighty.
What need I roll to do the do?
You're wanting to stay hidden during this, so I will say it's a wits roll.
Okie dokie. 10!
Not that it matters much. As you sort of stealthily move in not quite the rafters, but above anyone's normal eye line. Staying out of sight and transferring over, and you see now, looking down, you see a form shifting amongst the steel, moving towards one of the ends and looking like he's going to turn a corner and around to where Alvin might be. And off in the distance, you hear another sound, not quite as harmonious, more like metal screeching against metal.
I'm going to focus on the nearest one first. I'm going to creep towards where he's kind of like creeping around. And I'm going to see if I can do that thing where I kind of like hang down by my knees and then just kind of like grab him with both of my hands and like pull him up like Batman.
Alrighty.
Just grab him around his neck and then just pull.
That'll be a body roll.
Alright. So as I see him trying to sneak up towards where Alvin is, I'm just gonna 12.
Yeah, you get closer to this form, which you see a long shag of dirty brown hair, wielding what looks to be a makeshift slashing implement that is slick with probably day-old blood that wasn't bothered to be cleaned off or anything like that. Covered in all sorts of different smudges of body paint, or at least you hope it is. And as you get closer, your footsteps silent as ever. You bend down and slowly lower yourself, and as he rounds the corner to spot Alvin, you wrap your arms around his neck and you lift him up.
Just slowly, like, just holding him, like, kind of like crank my forearm around his neck and just kind of like ring his like head over my shoulder and just like pull until he stops wriggling.
And as you wrench him upwards, we'll pan out and we'll go back over to Cynthia, Dave, Louise, and the ghoul. Cynthia, you were hard at work trying to keep this man stable. Dave is with Louise, laser pistol in hand. Louise, I'm sure you're standing guard as well.
Yep, got my shotgun.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a wits roll?
Sure. Seven.
7?
Yeah.
Dave rolled the same thing.
Same hat.
As you're sort of looking, Dave sort of looks out one of the window shutters and tries to just get a good idea of the visuals. Both of you sort of stop as you hear something outside.
Oh, goody. What do we hear?
It's off in the distance, but you do hear like a
Like a... Would I understand what that animal sound is?
It's a little bit hard to hear. You can't identify quite what it is. It does sound like some sort of animal, though.
Oh.
Hey, Cynthia.
Yeah, what's up?
Hearing some sounds outside. I think it's some kind of animal, I'm not sure.
Well, if you take a peek, just be careful, okay?
Yeah, right. Dave, hold down the fort a minute, would you?
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
worry, I ain't going
just-
far. I'm just gonna peek out.
Alright.
Is there like a window, or do I have to like open the door, crack, and peek out? How's this work?
Dave was looking at a window, and you can go ahead and point your eyes in that direction as well.
Sure. What do I see with mine eyes?
Go ahead and make another wits roll.
Okay.
Just to try.
10.
10.
Nice.
Dang.
As you sort of scan the horizon trying to identify what that sound was, you see it. Or rather, you see them, as you see what look to be a pack of hounds that are not quite friendly looking, beginning to sniff around the different buildings. Yes, you see a pack of dogs that are wandering around, sniffing the air, seeming to be on the prowl for something.
Shit. The bathroom that Cynthia's in, does that have a door that can be closed?
Yes.
Does that close from the outer side or the inside?
It closes from the inside.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to picture this in my head. Closes from the inside. So you could hold it closed from that side?
Yes, there's also a lock on it.
Dave, why don't you get into that bathroom with Cynthia, close that door, and keep it locked?
What? What about you?
Someone's gotta fucking tell Alvin and Apex those fucking things are coming, and I can't. In other situations, I just fire my gun to get their attention, but if I do that, those fucking things are gonna hear it and come faster. They're already
Just
gonna try and
wanted-
sniff us out.
Steel beams.
Just one best
This is fucking, it was supposed to be the safe option. Anyway, for now, Dave, just you hole up in there with Cynthia and keep that door closed. And they look mean, but they don't look like they're mutants or anything. So I don't think they can get past a closed door as long as you keep that thing closed.
All right.
I'm gonna go find
and-
Apex and Alvin.
Stay safe.
I'll try. I will head off quietly as I can, but also as quickly as I can in the direction I saw them go.
You head off. Cynthia, as you're working on this ghoul, sort of cleaning him up, making sure his stitches are holding, you see Dave sort of hurriedly walk into the bathroom where you're operating.
Aye?
We've got a situation.
Oh, my. Well, of course we do. What's wrong now?
Apparently there's a pack of dogs that are sniffing around.
She turns her attention to the ghoul. How many were there?
About 7. Killed
Dogs?
everyone. Dogs. No,
Fuck. No?
didn't have any dogs last
Dave.
time.
Dave, try and sneak after Louise and at least let her know that the dogs are new.
Well, she kind of... you want me to sneak?
No,
I can
stay
try.
put.
All right.
It's all right.
Hi.
Just Is
Tensions are high.
is there a window in the bathroom?
In the bathroom, no.
Okay. We are really stuck in here, aren't we? You're not fit to walk at all, are you? Yep. Nope.
Maybe
that's
if I had a stim pack.
Dave. You don't happen to have one handy, do you?
He like pats himself down. He checks his coat pockets. No.
Shit, I did. Fuck.
Well, you might need it.
That's true.
Oh. She's just filtering through all the stuff in her bag. I don't have one on me. I'm sure someone else in the group does, but it's not with me right now. Well,
I don't think I can move without my guts spilling out.
yeah, I'd prefer that you didn't, if I'm honest.
Same.
What's your name?
Fellow.
Fellow?
Fellow.
Fellow. Alright. And Connor, above game, Harbinger's is Bach?
Yes.
Okay. You're one of Bach's boys, right?
He nods.
You're that nurse. Traveling with that group. Both of you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the runaways they've been calling us. Or they
You're-
did.
You're friendly to us.
Yeah. No reason not to be, right? World's tough enough as it is.
Don't gotta tell
Well.
me twice.
I've stitched up as much as I can. So you all were just scavenging out here?
Looking for supplies.
It came from the airport, right?
Yeah.
Things
Airport.
faring okay over there?
We're doing okay. Just... frankly... not really in a position to talk about it in a few ways. Especially right now.
Yeah, keep all your guts in. We'll, chat later.
Okay, well, guess I'll, stay here.
Well, I think he's stable enough that we could venture out, but I don't want him to be found alone in this state. Oh,
Lay that body on me again. If you're gonna
Oh.
leave.
I just don't want you to... Is the pressure gonna be too hard on you?
I survived with it on me all this time. I was hiding, making myself look dead. Didn't work on you, but it might on them.
Alright. How about this? She'll, put his shotgun in Hand's reach. Or, he had it already. So, she'll move the body to obstruct his face, but make sure that he has kind of like a peephole if he needed it.
Yeah, you set the other ghoul up so as to block a majority of the of Fellow's body and provide him shade and make him look make him look, for all intents and purposes, dead, and he sort of holds very, very still. Thank you. I won't forget this.
Of course. We'll come back and check on you once we clear things out.
Don't die.
Same goes to you. All right, Dave. You ready?
As I'll ever be.
Don't worry, I got you.
All right, and you head off to chase after Louise. And speaking of which, Louise,
Yo!
you're out and about. Go ahead and give me a wits roll to try and remain
Sure thing.
hidden.
This'll be fun. 14.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that beautiful fucking roll. Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
You've picked up a thing or two from watching the Apex work, and you managed to deftly avoid any patrolling dogs that may be sniffing around for people and such. And
Luckily, there's a lot of blood in the air.
there is a lot of blood in the air. It might be throwing their sniffers off, but you managed to make it into the warehouse with Alvin and Apex. Meanwhile, Cynthia, you are trying to join Louise. I will roll for Dave. I need you to make me a wits roll as well. Go ahead and make it with a +1, by the way, Cynthia.
What? One more time on what roll?
Make a wits roll with a +1.
Wits
Because
roll
you
plus
don't
one.
necessarily have a smell.
2. Oh, that's a good point. 2d6 plus. Okay. 7.
7?
God.
Let's see.
That +1 made all the difference.
It did.
Dave also rolled a 7.
It's the difference between a moderate success and a failure.
It does make all the difference. You're moving to try and keep up with Louise. Louise is just gone. You have no idea where she went. Her stealthing ability was quite potent. So it takes you a moment to try and figure out where she went, and you spot her tracks going into the warehouse. In that time, however, you hear the dogs getting closer, and you start to hear voices as well above the din of the scratching of paws and claws and sniffing of muzzles. And with the knowledge that your enemies are closing in, you make it into the warehouse just behind Louise.
Ooh.
Oh, they came in right behind me?
Yes.
What? Shit! Fuck! Guys, don't... What the fuck? I told you to stay in the bathroom!
Things have changed.
Okay, now what?
The dogs are new.
Okay, yeah, but... is that guy okay?
Yeah, he's fine. I put the body back over him. He's gonna be okay.
Alright, well, here now. Let's fucking get Alvin and Apex and let him know.
Speaking of Apex...
This guy's taking an eternity to choke.
All of this was sort of happening at the same time, so...
His neck is very thick.
Yes. You've grabbed... Do you have the,
I don't have the grappler perk now.
the one that lets you, deal lethal damage? Or... You're just...
I absolutely can deal lethal damage while unarmed, yes.
Gotcha. All right. Is that what you're going for? Are you attempting to slay this person?
This guy looks like a raider, walks like a raider, is carrying the equipment of a raider. and has been identified as a white razor. Yeah, I'm breaking his neck.
All right. Your roll was a 12. Yep, that'll do it. White razors are not terribly healthy.
Unless they dose up.
All of you here, all of you, Alvin, Dave, Cynthia, and Louise, hear a brief
And then I just kind of like pull him up onto the shelf next to me.
Can I roll to see if I recognize that noise?
That's the sound of a vertebrae popping.
make a smarts roll.
Sure. Why do I know that? Oh, that wasn't a good sound.
That sounded
That
like
was somebody we didn't like.
it sounded like something fleshy being broken.
I'm the world's worst chiropractor.
Alvin doesn't need to hear. Alvin doesn't need to go ahead and roll for that. He's known that sound many a time. That's the sound of somebody's neck. Bye bye.
Alvin, we're not going there. Red hand, no. Stop it.
Apex's horrific ASMR playlist.
Now we'll do the finger bones next.
His
Ew.
his new book. The Apex's new book. Necks I have broken.
He is now on the top
if-
shelf with me.
If he's if I can spy him in eyesight, can I see the Apex?
Go ahead and roll a wits roll to try and spy Apex.
My current stealth is a 10.
Nope, still suck at that.
You do not see Apex.
Oh my god, Apex
You do
is
not-
right. I am not low and slow. That is not how. That is not how Alvin
this is-
Bronson do.
You
This
do not
probably was
see
a very good
the
choice. You
apex.
did not let Louise go with you. This could have been weird.
You do not see the apex.
I will move forward, nevertheless, not even knowing that there is a guy. I have a guardian Apex watching me.
Yeah, I broke this guy's neck as he was about to turn the corner on you.
So I will turn the corner and just continue to make my way.
You turn
I'll
a corner
spy the
and you
shelves
see
and
nothing.
I'll while I'm walking, I'll eyeball the shelves too, just try to see if I can't point out the higher end steel that a T-51 might require.
Yeah, go ahead and make if you're continuing to sneak along, go ahead and make a wits roll and then make a smarts roll to try and identify some of the higher grade steel that you would need to fabricate some power armor.
Here's the wits. 4.
Oof.
Here's the smarts. 10.
Hey.
Works really well for Alvin's favor.
Indeed. You spot looks to be like steel ingots that are stacked in sort of a pyramid style. On oh god, what is it called? A pallet? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Stacked up on a pallet, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that would probably be both easy to transport and also probably exactly what you would need to fabricate some armor.
Preformed, easy to move. Yep, looks like we got our boy. All
And
right.
as you're sort of examining it, and you're muttering to yourself, your voice is carrying a bit more than you probably would have liked. As Apex, go ahead and make another wits roll.
Yeah, keep my eyes out for movement, especially where it comes from that screeching metal on metal sound I was hearing. That's a 9.
Okay. That's a 6. And a 4, making 10.
Good for them. That is good for them. Like, not even kidding.
Yeah.
As you're sort of leaning the body of the slain White Razor up to a point where it won't fall over or make any additional noise, you look up and you hear what sounds like Alvin muttering to himself, and your perception is sort of narrowed in that general area, but you don't quite sense anything.
But I know there are others. I just don't know where.
Louise and Cynthia,
Yeah, huh?
you are faced with rows upon rows of steel and steel accessories.
Wow.
Shit, how do we do this?
And you've nary a clue where your comrades went.
I think you're forgetting someone, Connor.
Oh God!
Oh, Dave getting mauled by dogs outside.
No! He's saying...
Thank goodness I'm back in reality. Goodness, I'm back in reality.
We just come back out, and Dave's just covered in blood. He just has a bunch of dogs worshipping him at his feet, and he's like, I'm their king now.
Oh my god.
You won't believe what happened off screen.
So we know. Oh yeah, because we know there's more White Razors. Like God, there's no way to do this. She turns to Cynthia and Dave, and she's like, do we do this the slow way, or do we just, I don't know, takes out her butcher knife. We could tap on one of these pipes and try to get their attention. We got dogs outside. We got dogs outside. We got possible White Razors running around.
She looks at the piping and thinks for a second and does the dun 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 knock on it to see how well it'll travel on one of the pipes.
Pipe?
Yep, she just did that.
All right.
Cube. The apex looks confused.
Alvin, Apex, all of you here. I hope that picked up.
It did.
It did.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, that was nice. Good.
As it
I
rings
feel
out.
immersed.
It's theater of the mind.
Oh yeah. As the sound rings out throughout the rest of the throughout the rest of this warehouse.
Cynthia's eyes like glow real bright and her eyebrows shoot up like, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. I made a dumb choice. And then quickly like hunches down and scurries forward.
Yeah, immediately Louise is like, well, where can I hide? I will roll to hide.
All right, you're gonna roll to hide.
Yep, may as well.
I guess we're all gonna do that, huh?
All right, you're gonna roll to hide with a -1
Oh man.
because you've just alerted everyone in here where you were.
No,
man.
yes, Cynthia's gonna keep scurrying, actually. Staying put in the place that they made the sound from is probably not the best idea.
Yeah, the Apex's eyes widen and his brow
It's okay,
furrows
we just
in
have to forget
confusion.
Dave. Sorry, go ahead, Apex, I talked over you.
No, you're fine. I was just saying his eyes widen and his brow furrows in confusion and concern.
I was saying Dave will be okay, we just forget he exists for a second.
No,
He'll go to the safety
Cynthia
of the void.
grabs his arm and pulls him forward as she scurries.
Alright, here I go. Nice!
What would I do for scurrying away?
Scurrying away?
Yeah,
You're
because that was originally what I was planning to do, unless we're just gonna Okay, sure, we're hiding. We're hiding. Why
you're,
not?
All right.
What is that? Wits? Is that
Wits -1 because you've alerted the
great.
horde.
8?
8.
So good.
It's a 6 and a 2.
That's an 8.
So Cynthia, something tells you that your general disturbance of the silence in here has caused you to panic a bit more than you initially thought, and you're not quite as sneaky. However, Louise, you've done stuff like this before. You're down and low and staying hidden. Yes.
Question: did this new distraction make them drop their guard at all in terms of any new movement that I would be made privy of?
Any new movement? Yeah. Go ahead and make a wits roll.
Shabuchka, 12.
12. Yeah. As you are scanning around the area, you hear a door open from one of the ends of the warehouse, and your head snaps in that direction, and you see individual who appears to be a female white razor, letting in a emaciated looking dog, no hair, gnarled, peeled back lips that reveal jagged teeth. And it begins sniffing the air and scurrying quite quickly down these individual little aisles.
Am I able to determine where Cynthia and Louise are from that knocking? Or more so, am I able to determine that it is them?
You rolled a 12, and you're in a higher elevation, so you would probably be able to see them.
Okay. In order to intercede the dog, I'm imagining it has to kind of like wrap around like a few of these rows to get to them first. I'm going to throw one chunk of radroach meat kind of in the aisle in between where they are and where the dog's going to intersect them.
Alrighty.
Hit the ground with like a little plop.
That'll be another wits. You're trying to huck a piece of meat.
A 9.
Alright. As you're reaching in your bag, these rafters, these railings, they weren't quite meant to be climbed on, and there's now quite a lot more weight. Actually, you know what? That doesn't make sense. These are meant to hold steel. The age of these shelves begins to show itself as you shift your weight. You hear echoing out as the creaking of old metal echoes out. But then the much louder plop of radroach meat hitting the floor suddenly distracts the dogs, and they begin to sniff and crawl towards that direction, away from the rest of you. Alvin.
Yes.
Roll body with no modifier.
7.
That is also a 7. Roll again.
All right. Here I go again. Oh, 2.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no. Please roll snake, guys, so we can roll a third time.
that's a 1
Oh.
Yes.
and a
yes.
5.
That
Shit!
is not Snake Eyes.
Wait, I remembered. 5 is 1 in Latin, so roll again.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, I made it up. I lied.
Alvin, as all of this is going down, you're sort of trying to get your bearings. You're hearing a lot of other noises, and as you're sort of standing up to try and regain your bearings, you're met with a jagged piece of sharpened metal at your throat as a man pushes you against these rafters, and he leans into your ear and whispers, "Don't scream." And that's where we're going to end the session for this week.
Ooh. Bye, Austin.
Yeah.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin!
Bye, Austin.
Oh my god! Because I'm so used to clicking something after I see that, I almost left the call.
Be-doo! Be-doo! Well, Caitlin is done.
Oh no!
Cynthia has left the call.
Oh god!
Oh, man.
Well,
Ugh.
we killed one of the 7 of them, unless some of the dead white razors out in the yard also count towards the 7.
Oh no, wasn't it just 7 dogs?
You said 7 white razors, I think. I don't know
7
how
white
many
razors,
dogs.
but they didn't have dogs, so this is a new wave of them.
Oy vey.
Because
Either
he
that or
said
they-
he
either that or they-
survived. He said that he survived for this long, which means that he's been up there dying for a while, which means that this is probably the second wave.
Shrug!
Either
So we
that or
don't
they-
know
We'll
how
find out
many
next
it is.
week.
Either that or they
We'll
just
find out
found
next week.
dogs.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the white razors with dogs before, I believe.
That is true.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it's true.
The last time we saw white razors, I made Christmas decorations out of their entrails.
That is true.
That is, oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by and joining us for this week's episode of Gateway.
Wow.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Wow.
A time was had, a person was saved, a neck was snapped.
This and many more await you on.
Enemies
Mistakes
thinned.
were made.
Surprises surprised.
Look, I'm just glad I have a corpse up high so I can throw it down on somebody and they'll be like, "Oh God, Jonathan!"
Oh my
get to
God,
be a-
Paul!
I get to be a slasher character. I get to be my own Terror at character for a little bit.
Oh my God, terror at St. Louis.
Terror at the apex.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and sign off for this evening, shall we?
Yes.
Caitlin, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. I will be streaming probably tomorrow evening or afternoon. I haven't decided yet, but it'll probably be more Power Wash Simulator because that's about the setting that my brain has capacity for at the moment. We have Roll with Ties That Bind on Monday over at twitch.tv/LannyPajor with Connor, Bob, Targa, Nick, myself, Demo. Memorial Keys is out in a couple theaters this week. So if you are about that, please go see it because I wrote the scripts for it and I'm really excited to see it. That's it for me.
Oh, alrighty then. Rabbit, where can they find you, and what are you up to? Sorry, I'm fucking powering down here.
No, dude, it's A-okay. Dude, hey, what's going on, everybody in Internet Land? My name is Rabbit. I'm a writer, and I'm also a comedian. You can go ahead and find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit, where I upload my VODs. And, I upload various pictures I take, because photography is a hobby of mine, and I also stream RPGs and horror games. I play everything from RuneScape to Rabbit Hill. On Thursday, I play horror games with Sarah, if that's something you want to do. And yeah, every other day I play just old retro games and just RPGs in general, things like Soul Hackers 2, RuneScape, the other RuneScape. I really like RuneScape. So if that seems like anything you want to go ahead and do, just come on down to Hey Mr. Rabbit over at Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube.
Right on.
Right on, baby.
Lanny, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator. I'll be back streaming tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Time. Been very much looking forward to getting started on the Dead Space remake, but recovering from surgery and getting sick with the Rona kind of took me out of it for a bit. But I will be starting it tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Dead Space was one of my favorite survival horror games of all time. Super good. And I hear this remake really does it justice. Very excited about that. So tune on in if you want to get spooky with me. And on Monday, there's some stuff brewing under the city of Silver Rock as monsters are trickling upward from the Underdark. What could be causing this disturbance? Who knows? And Denier the Dream Kitty is having some problems with his future variant self. A lot of things are a brewing.
We
So
need to go to interdimensional therapy.
Really gotta sort some stuff out in the ties that bind. So join us Monday at 5 o'clock Central Time. Other than that, yeah, that's me.
Right on. And Sarah, where can they find you and what are you up to?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E Willia, and also on YouTube. Yeah, we're doing streaming, and gosh, me and Phil are also doing Dead Space remake on Fridays. But I'm gonna play it again with Rabbit when we get that going, because there's parts I'm like, Rabbit's gonna freak at this part. Ha ha! It's gonna be great. Seriously, what happens next? Be like, it was this part. Like right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. That's me. I did all my shilling.
Alrighty. I am short-circuiting. Is it me next?
It is you.
Yeah. Alrighty. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yeah, I'm going to be playing some Deus Ex tomorrow. Very excited to be getting back into that game. The intrigue is getting intriguing. Yeah, stick around to find out what's going to happen to our dear brother, Paul. Will we prod with the prod, or will we have to get the hell out of there, Denton? I don't know. Jokes.
Joke. Haha.
something Icarus Daedalus.
Can you hear the... Yep. Some mythology reference. Can you hear the sparks flying out of my head right now?
I absolutely can. Your brain is like, I'm done. I am done. Good night.
We're done?
It does brain time.
Yeah. That'll be happening. Also, probably going to get back to work on my subclasses. Be sure to check them out as well.
We.
Hobbledy-doobledy.
Yeah. Other than that, be sure to check out our sponsor for this evening's escapades, Die Hard Dice. As always, can look for some fun stuff heading down the pipeline from dieharddice.com.
DieHardDice.com.
Whoa.
That's right. DieHardDice.com.
yes.
DieHardDice.com.
I'm going there right now. I'm searching the website. Wow. Moonstones.
They flew all the way to the moon for you. To have dice.
MTG sets. Hello. Ooh. Oh, that one looks cool. What? Lifelink counter corrupted planes. Hello.
Oh, yeah. All that and more at dieharddice.com. And if you use the code Unexpectables, you can save 10% on your order. Did I really close Streamlabs?
I shouldn't have come here.
Ruh-roh. Well,
Uh-oh.
if you're planning a shopping spree, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order.
Wow.
You shop at dieharddice.com.
Okay. Thank you.
.com.
.com.
It's .com.
.com. All right. Well, other than that, we got some business to read off from Kane Time. Thank you for the 500 bits. The fusion core would require fuel, not a charge. If you can find some deuterium tritium fuel, you could replace the spent fuel inside the core. You need to deal with a massive amount of radiation, but you could do it.
I left it in my other fanny pack.
Aww.
The leaden one.
We've got Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode titled Down and Low, but not too slow. And finally, Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. Join us next week when Louise has a face-to-face with Alvin's evil ex. There's only one of them, but she's a doozy.
Oh boy.
No, the thing is, I feel like Louise and Jet could have been really good friends. Depending.
Depending.
If one wasn't a murderer.
They're both
And the other,
murderers?
I was gonna say if one wasn't a murderer and the other wasn't a white razor.
How do you define murder in this world? Because Louise has killed a lot of people at this point.
What is your body count? I bet mine is higher.
Oh my god.
It might not be, honestly.
Challenge accepted. Just have to go back to like, okay, has a notebook being like, okay, there was that guy, and that was two. Carry that. Okay.
That guy looked at me the wrong way.
Wow.
Bang! Yeah, and Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. All right. Let's see where we can take this crazy party.
Crazy party.
Let's see.
Bosco's stremming some Halo.
He is streaming some Halo.
Ha, nerd.
Ha, that'll be our stream message, nerd.
It looks like he's raising money for a member of quite a few communities in our big old circle here. Let's go ahead and raid.
Raid the nerd.
Edward Bosco.
Ed Nerd Bosco.
Hoy, hoy, hoy.
I say this as someone who is on a podcast that has nerd in the name all the time.
That makes you an aficionado of nerds.
That's true.
Our raid message will be down low. All right, chat. Take it on easy. We will see you on Wednesday, hopefully, for some Unexpectables.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. All right, take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.